5 tips to empower your children. When it comes to empowering children, there are 5 tips that every parent should actually do. All 5 of these tips are going to help you become a more empowering parent. The last one will actually give you authority. My name is Nalin Morjaria, a psychologist working as a parenting coach. Tip 1. The first one is the most important and maybe the most difficult to do. This is your own emotional self-regulation. It is hard to do. The underlying principle here is that parenting would be easy if you could come to every situation well rested and feeling wonderful. Unfortunately, this does not easily happen in our lives. So, we need to become good at regulating ourselves emotionally. If we get tripped over by behaviors that our children are doing, or that they are not meeting our expectations, then the first thing we need to do is to take a deep breath and observe what is happening and follow that up by listening to the child about what is going on. And then we work with our child on how to move forward using an option which is fair to both yourself and the child. Tip 2. The second important tip is to engage regularly in evaluating where you are in your parenting skills and then building your parenting skills. Are you, for example, good at enabling your child to solve their challenges, help them mature, build their confidence, develop their talent and resilience? Most of us don't get any formal education that prepares us for how to work with our children. So, I just want to acknowledge that you're going to have to learn some of these skills and get some ideas and consult or maybe get a little bit of coaching to build your parenting skills. All of that will help you to become a more powerful, empowering parent. Stick around, we've still got 3 expert tips to cover on this video. I want you to engage in regular parenting development using this channel because this channel will provide the free versions of all the training that we do for parents. Click on the subscribe button right now and also press the bell icon so you get notified of new videos that we load every week. The next tip is one of my favorites. Tip 3. Be present at your child's roadblocks. Your children are learning all the time about how to function in their life, and they hit roadblocks such as, for example, they have a difficult subject at school, they are moving from one school to another, they have just lost a friend, or they are forming a new relationship with a teacher or a friend. Be present for your child so that they can use your presence as a mechanism of courage to face the challenges they're facing in their life and work through issues that emerge. Underlying this particular strategy and skill is your presence, that is, being there, and that takes conscious effort. It takes getting out of your own head a little bit because in your life you are also tracking things such as your bills, your work, your family relationship, and your role in the community. There are all kinds of things that you're thinking about, and it takes conscious effort to track and support your child. So where is my child today, and how can I be physically, emotionally, and mentally present for my child? Being present is critical to child development. Following right along these same lines is tip number 4. This is all about making family a priority, especially in the light of all the things that are competing for our attention. This is a skill and a strategy. It's something that you can develop and learn to do. It is also extremely important in establishing the kind of empowering family culture that your children really need to thrive. You can do this in different ways. Your children need to know that when they are participating in an important activity, such as a game or a play, the family is there to support them. We work together as a family to keep the house clean. This builds a climate of teamwork. I remember when I was growing up, my parents established the priority of family by reserving every Wednesday night for family activity. And we've carried it on in our own family. They established that every Wednesday night is a family night, so you don't schedule anything with your friends. You don't have extracurricular activities on that day. This is our family night, and it really drove home the importance in our family culture of family being the priority. The last tip number 5 today, helps you establish authority. And it has to do with 2 important factors that have to be in place in order for you to have that authority. All of us know that a lot of parents feel that they have to make sure the kids are having fun all the time. So they have ended up being their friend. But remember that when you are a parent, you are the one driving the family bus, and you carry the responsibility for the welfare of your family. This means that there are a couple of things that you need to put into place to establish a welfare framework within your family. This framework also indirectly establishes your authority in the family. This is also supported by research on parenting. They are, first, you need to set and enforce appropriate limits to ensure that your kids are safe. This means that you set limits that keep your family safe, and you enforce these limits at a level of your child's level of development and maturity. The other part of authority has to do with our children feeling that being part of the family gives you good times and good things. In a nutshell, what gives you authority is being able to set and enforce appropriate limits which keep your children safe, and being seen as a provider of good times and good things. If you are lacking either of those, you're not going to have authority with your children. It makes sense that both of these elements are necessary, because if you are all fun, then you are just a buddy, a friend. If you are all disciplined, then you are a drill sergeant, and your kids will feel weird either way. So, it's important to establish your contribution as a parent by providing direction to your children, that is, driving the family bus, keeping everyone safe in a fair way, and enjoying life while you are on the road of life. These establish your authority as a parent, and that way you can continue to drive that family bus. Now that you've got these tips, we are not going to leave you hanging, because there is so much more that we can do to support you. The next thing that you would want to watch is 5 powerful secrets for teaching your children responsibility. Cue that one up next, and I will see you there.